an opener for the B-Class Custom side at Talladega, and we're excited for this one. And tonight with me, I don't have Travis because Travis is racing here on Thursday night, but who I do have is my good pal Dinkate. How are you, Dinkate?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
I had a bit of a tough day, not feeling the best, but we're ready to go here for tonight, and the spirits are high, and ready to see what this B-Class has to show for us tonight.
Oh, I know, right? Sorry, I'm just adding someone. We're having a helper come because I have to leave.
Sounds great.
And I'm trying to remember his name. Who's the one that does the Monday one?
Mike. Yep. Speaking of Mike RPM 44, not the same Mike, is on the pole with a 45.670. I don't quite have who's starting beside of him, but starting third is one of the favorites to win, and it's the Bear _95. He's always strong. I believe he's a pro leaguer or something like that, but he's particularly strong on super speedways. Starting up in that fourth spot is Racehead, a guy that I've not really seen too much, but seen race too much. But you know, he seems to have a really good starting spot here for tonight. And sitting in that fifth spot's Justin Shackett, another one I expect to be pretty strong here tonight. Always a strong super speedway racer with a 45.820. Another guy, Dinkate, that we should keep an eye on, moving up from the C-Class with his win last night, is the 22 of Daha.
Oh, yeah. And we have GTR Mike here up in the booth. He's going to be helping us out. If
What's up,
the right
everybody?
one. And now, did I get the right one from the broadcast chat?
You got the right guy.
Nice. Unfortunately, I have to go to bed early, and the race is going to be longer, so I had to get a helper.
I'm here to pick up Dinkate's slack.
Thanks a lot. Oh, it's going to be a blast.
Yep, and he's here to help a clown, so...
Yes, I am. Good old Canadian boy clown.
I was referring to myself, by the way, there, but no, it's good to have both of you up here in the booth. Mike would know what I'm talking about. Mike would know what I'm talking about.
I know a lot of things.
Before the broadcast, you know, Dinkate and I were talking about our picks for tonight. What do you think, Mike? Who's going to win?
Well, considering how absolutely stacked this field is with talent from top to bottom, and with how Talladega really is, it's a crapshoot. So anything can happen here. I mean, the draft, you know, can help out drivers that aren't normally in contention each race. So it really opens the door for anybody to possibly win. However, there are a few guys I'm going to have my eyes on. First one, I'm going to go ahead and say Aquatati. He proved just the other night that he can get it done on a super speedway in the B Slider Series. So he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Daha, our winner from the C Customs last night, that's one guy I'm going to keep my eye on as well. But another one, make it three. I'll go with, I'll go with Bad Fast Marley. He really ended last season strong, so he's looking to start out this season on a high note. So there's three names right there.
All right. I'm in trouble because I don't. And he said he was streaming, so.
I think I'm going to order some pizza for dinner, boys.
Oh, there you go.
Now that I'm in the booth tonight, I got to have food come to me.
Ah, that would be awesome. All right. Oh, we can join. Oh, wait.
We can join.
Yep. I was watching his stream and I'm like, we can join, and then I'm like, Here we are. So we have on the poll
44 of Mike RPM.
Wow, that was fast. There we go. Alright.
We are loading into the race currently.
Alright, well, they're coming up to speed right now, going through corners number 1 and 2. Mike RPM getting ahead of the number 18 here on the inside lane, bringing the 1 and the 95 with them. So a breakaway here at the front for the bottom lane.
Ooh.
I don't know any of these numbers, so you're just going to have to bear with me as I try to figure them out.
Sitting there in that second spot's the 1 of Racehead.
Alright.
Racehead is getting shuffled out right here by, I believe that's the 95 of the Bear. It is. So he's moved up to second place, but Justin Shackett right here, you mentioned him just a few minutes ago. He's already up to third place in the number 49.
Ooh. I'm watching the backpack here. But Travesty's leading Flash 9. And, well, no, they're gaining on the lead draft.
So the entire field has gotten single file already, but one person who's not going to be content with that is going to be Taddy. If you guys tuned into the B Sliders on Tuesday night, he was making move after move. He was not content riding that bottom lane, so he's probably going to drive much of the same tonight. As you see him right there already making a move to the outside.
And just like that, yeah, Racehead all the way off of this lead pack now, trying to hang on to the back end of it. He went from second to last, just like that. Racehead, a guy just finishing inside the top 10. He was your 10th and final transfer from the Thursday night group, and he's looking for a good season here. He's caught up here to the back of the 8. That's Sludge. He finished second in points on Thursday night.
Yep.
We had a big move to the outside there by the number 5 of It's Your Bro Chase, and nobody went with him, so he's going to go all the way back to where he just came from. But huge run for him as they're going to go 3 wide with Taddy and the number 8 of Sludge.
And last night's winner, sitting up here in 4th place.
Yeah, that's the 22 of Daha, that big, bright yellow number 22. He will not be hard to miss. He'd be hard to miss in this field, but he's in the 22. Last night's winner, sitting in the 4th position. Good run for him so far.
Yeah. And then we have Bad Fast Marley sitting in 5th. Nope, sorry, 6th. I apologize. My bad.
Sitting there in 7th is B. Holcomb in the 19, and he had a tough end to the season on Wednesday nights here a few weeks ago. Or actually he didn't, because he did finish second in the final race at Phoenix, but it was certainly a disappointing season for him. He finished second in the points, but was eliminated rather early in the playoffs, and just not the overall strong end of the season that he wanted. So we'll have to see just how strong he starts off here tonight.
Looks like the 21 of Private Patton here has dropped off the tail end of this draft in preparation for his starting park that you were talking about. So the 21 here out of the draft, coming to pit lane. Looks like night over for him.
Tough break.
Still going to be Mike RPM out in front of this field, though, and he's got quite a lead over second place. And Sitting there in second place is the Bear, and I believe, did he win the Thursday night championship? Does anybody know? Yes, he did.
That outside lane forming.
Here goes Shackett to the outside looking for the race lead with some help from the 22 of Daha.
Ooh.
Big move there from the 49 of Shackett. Left the inside lane to jump up in front of that high side. He is now pulled neck and neck with the 44.
Yeah, and he's got Baja right behind him. Wonder if I just call him Junior. Because he's got the Daha Junior there, so Junior 18. Oh,
but it looks like Shackett's going to get moved.
Out of the way. Ooh. Okay, I'm starting to get scared now. I think there's going to be a big one.
Here comes the 11.
There was one of your picks, then, Kate.
There's one of my picks. Come on,
Country Caliber. Push from the 2 car.
Country Caliber, the lead points finisher. He didn't win the championship, but he did finish as your points leader for Thursday night. So he is pretty strong here on the custom side. I know a lot of guys work with him and put their custom setups in and similar nature to him. So pretty cool.
I'm one of them sometimes. But unfortunately, I didn't make it to this one, and I can't race on Wednesday night.
And sitting there behind Country Caliber in that second lane, it's the 2 of Bad Fast Marley. Mike, you mentioned him as one of your picks, and he's looking pretty good here early.
Yeah, he had a really strong finish to the season last season, and is looking to carry that momentum here into the start of this fresh season with the new tier of drivers, the B Customs here. And he's looking to prove his worth, and right now he's doing it.
Taking a look a little bit through the... Yep, that's the All-Star scheme.
Yeah, he's got the Energizer bunny helping him.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference here between what you saw last night and tonight, the C Customs and the B Customs. These were the drivers from both Custom Series last season that finished top 10 in points. They were able to advance up into this tier called the B Series. And one thing that's different about this series than last night is the races are twice as long, and cautions are on. Still no stages, but cautions on and twice as long. So we're looking at 94 laps here tonight, whereas the drivers last night ran 47.
So possibly 4 pit stops?
Looking at 4 pit stops roughly.
Good run there from that bottom lane, and you got about 5 or 6 drivers that are now clear. Sitting there 5th on the bottom lane is the 18 of DK Brown. I know he posted on his Twitter tonight, excited about racing. And he had a pretty strong finish to the season as well, finished 4th on Thursday nights. And he's going to make a move up to that top lane and go to the outside of the 9.
He also won that Talladega here recently in a custom race. It was the Robbie Racing Charity Race event that we held a couple of weeks ago, and DK Brown did win that. The 7:30 time slot. So he knows how to get around Talladega and maneuver with his draft.
I don't know if that was a signal for pit road, but boy oh boy did he ever go down. I'm trying to remember which car it was. I believe it was the 49.
I'm interested to see what kind of alliance is formed here tonight in this race. What drivers elect to work with other drivers, who's in what party chat. But we're getting 2 distinct groups here. There's a pretty big gap behind that 13 car Trav.
Oh yeah, they're gonna catch it though.
As the 24 looks like it's lagging just a bit.
Yeah.
24 is Coach Matt, and he has had some problems with lag in the past, but he has normally an overall pretty fast car. I have to say car now because I'm used to trucks, but he's normally pretty fast. I've got an eye here on the 5th place runner, the 47 of Portal Guy, and he's also one of those guys that just snuck in then to the top 10 for Thursday evenings. He was their 9th place points finisher. But he's sitting up here, and they've shuffled the Bear out, so he's going to move up to the 4th position.
And then somebody just pulled in behind him. The number one of Racehead pulled in behind him. B. Holcomb moved up. Now they're all back in line here.
Yep, the two guys, though, that I continually see working that top lane is the 5 of Bro Chase and the 37 of Aquatati.
Oh, yeah. If I was in that race, I would be right behind Patty all the way.
Not good for the 18, and DK Brown looks like he's going to lose the draft here off the back of this lead group. So he's going to have to rely upon a caution to get back into this thing.
Or a tremendous pit stop.
Or a tremendous pit stop.
But there's always next race at Atlanta, which I'm going to have a top 5 on Monday night.
Den Kate calling it now. Top 5 on Monday night.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm broadcasting Monday night, I'm going to remember that.
I hope so.
I'm going to tentatively say that I'm going to go for a top 10 at Atlanta. Atlanta's not my best track, so we'll see how that goes.
Technically, knock on wood, none of these tracks are my best track.
I'll remember that too, when you say you get in the top 5.
Always finish at the back. Oh, wait, sorry, I can't say that because I did do good at Eldora.
I don't remember, I was too busy getting wrecked.
That was the awesome night of 2 of us driving the same truck. I don't know.
Are they still racing for you guys?
Yes, they are.
Yep.
Just kick me out.
Oh, no.
Well, I'll hop back in here. They're still going.
Yep. We're just going to blue screen for a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, our broadcaster got kicked out.
I'm back in, though, because Taddy sent me 1 billion invites.
Looks like Trav, the 13, is also lagged out as well.
Oh, man.
No. Travesty.
It's Your Bro Chase has lost the draft. He was a championship contender last season.
Now, It's Your Bro Chase might be trying to help the 18.
But right now, back at the front, it's still Mike RPM. He's led, I think, every single lap of this race so far. Dunha sitting right there in second, Flash 9 in third, and Portal Guy in the top 4.
Did you see that on your broadcast feed?
Yeah, the 9 almost flipped on my end.
I was like, what the freak? Because I was going to check on the chat, and then all I see is just doing the 9 trick car get a wheelie.
And that 9 car is Flash 9. He was your Wednesday night champion, stealing victory out of the jaws of defeat after Private Patton could not make it to the end on tires at Phoenix, and he had to hand the championship over to Flash 9.
Oh, tough break on that.
But it's still Mike RPM pacing the field here. And last night's winner, Daha, sitting there in that second spot. An impressive run from him there, boys.
Yes.
He's going to go to the outside of the 44 here.
And he's got help with him. He's got lots of help with him.
Pass for the lead. 3 cars clear him. Dunha to the front. Last night's winner. Big move from these guys.
All right, Junior. I call him Junior.
So you boys are saying that Travis has lagged out for you?
On mine it is.
He is still in the race for me. He is running in that 4th spot.
Well, in that case, I'm going to back out and hop back in here while we're approaching pit stops.
Yeah, he's hard for me too.
So lobby problems here tonight.
Ooh.
Is there a huge gap between the 47 and the 24 for you guys?
I'm looking right now. I wouldn't say a huge gap. Well, yeah, actually, there's a car length right there.
Yep.
We're doing it again. It's alive.
Just in case. There we go.
Wow. That is just crazy. And I remember doing this one season in gigging. I was helping Patty in the broadcast booth, and I was on private patent, and I was watching him. I believe it was private patent, and I was on him the whole race, and he finished second, and they could not see him on the broadcast.
So regrouping here.
All right, I'm back in. I can now see Trav again. Trav, how you doing?
All right, so I will do it now.
That happened in the Wednesday night. Yeah, that happened in the Wednesday night championship race at Phoenix for Coach Matt. On the broadcast end of things, he was out of the race, but for the helpers, he was still in the race. So.
Well, I sent some extra invites while I was out, just in case this happens again.
I got some boys headed for pit lane here, and it's gonna be the 1, the 95, and the 44.
And I believe that Taddy may be in the pits in the next lap or two.
So yeah, the first round of pit stops for these guys, this can really be trouble. I know there's a lot of wide open space, a very long area to get into the pits here at Talladega, but for some reason, drivers just have a really difficult time making it happen cleanly. So it is very challenging. We'll see how these guys handle it tonight. We saw a caution in our beat sliders. The only caution in the race happened on pit entry, so that's something to watch out for.
I missed it.
I noticed, yeah.
Not under caution yet.
Most of the pack just pitted, but the front two, a Flash 9 and Duh.
Jacket's around.
No.
The 11's around.
It's going to be a caution, right? Or did they get in there?
Any caution?
I don't think that brought out a caution.
Wow.
No, it did not.
Oh, man. 3 cars wrecked and no caution comes out.
And now we got to figure out who the leader is.
Yep, here comes the 18 of DK Brown down by himself. That would have really benefited him.
I was just talking about that, and then it happens.
Justin Chastity on pit lane.
Numerous guys in for their first stop, and here comes the rest of the field. Coming in hot, though. Yep. Oh, Duh was really close.
He was really aggressive.
Ooh. Bad Fast Marley just coming back on the track. Taddy with him. And right in front of...
I'm just double checking here to check on Duh here and make sure that he did not get a penalty. I believe he's gotten a penalty.
He did.
Oh no, well, they're on the backstretch going into the corner. Now.
22 car speeding penalty, first stop.
And the 22 is the leader. Nope, now it's the 19.
The 19 is the race leader?
Oh, the 22 is
the race leader.
Yeah, the 22 car wrecked coming off of pit lane. I don't know what happened there.
Yep.
Oh, the 19 is all by himself. This pack's going to catch him, but what a stop from that 19 crew. Now. You have to wonder if he did something different on his pit stop than everybody else. Surely.
And yes, Caddy is your number 6 place car. And they're catching up to another one.
They're catching up to the race leader, and they're going to swallow him up.
Oh, I thought they already passed him.
No,
Nope.
they.
Mike RPM back to the point.
And I'll tell you who that speeding penalty for the 22 really hurt, and that was the 9 of Flash 9, because Flash 9 elected to stay out with the 22 for one more lap, and now he's all by himself.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a group of 6 cars here still in contention, barring a caution, for the win at Talladega.
But the 22 is hooked up with Bro Chase. And they're coming up to a car in the back. I just don't know if he's a lap down.
Unfortunately, it looks like everybody else on track is either in a duo or a trio, and that's not going to be fast enough to keep up with this lead group of 6.
No, but it's
There you go. Here comes the 37 to the outside, trying to make a run up towards the front here, but he's got no help behind him, and so he'll just slide to the back of that pack again.
Surprise, surprise.
Taddy, of course, your winner on Tuesday evening in the B sliders. But let's not count him out here either, because
he was running. Wasn't he running in like 6th place on the slider side?
he actually became the championship runner-up behind Flash 9 for Wednesday nights. And if there had been one more lap, he'd have been your champion, because Flash 9 could only make it just to the end of the race. Another lap and he'd have been forced to pit or take the blown tire. So
that is true.
Looks like
So we have no comments.
Might be backing up here for a run.
well, the 95 goes directly around the 44, a 1-for-1 pass here. So send the Bear to the lead. Your Thursday night champ.
Yeah, there he is, Aquatati, not wanting to sit there on that bottom lane the whole time, not content at all, trying to make that high lane work as much as he can. Looks like he's going to back off here, try to get another run maybe on the front straightaway.
But he picked up a couple spots, because now he is in 4th. So he picked up 2 spots going to the outside.
We are about to have a group of about 5 or 6.
And I'll tell you how many laps to go.
Which is going to be the 8 of Sludge, the 13 of Travis, the 11 of Country, the 24 of Coach Matt, and the 49 of Shackett. And there's another one in front of them, too. It's the 9 of Flash 9.
66 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen.
So there you go, Mike. There's a group of 6, yeah, that might be coming together here.
This group is about 12 seconds off the lead group, though. So they are really going to have to work together if they want to get up there.
And Taddy lost a spot, so he's now back in 4th.
I don't think he's too worried about that because he's still going to send it here on the back straightaway again.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed.
I mean, you already see him backing off just a little bit to get that run.
He's got the 2 car right behind him, too, so. The 2 cars going with him.
Yep, here they come to the outside.
Just not enough.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Just want to shout out this one of Racehead. He, like I mentioned earlier, was the 10th place finisher on Thursday night, sitting right here in this 3rd position, and he's trying to make a statement here early.
Yep.
Racing up here with the main pack.
So right here in this lead group, you've got the Bear, you've got Mike RPM, Racehead, Holcomb, Taddy, and Bad Fast Marley here in your top 6.
You know, looks like they're catching a car.
Racehead, looking at some of his stats, in 13 starts he had no wins, but he had 4 top 5s and 8 top 10s. So looking for his very first win here in GC Sports.
These play races I mentioned, they can provide some surprise winners. I don't know that Racehead winning would be a total surprise, but as a first-time winner, you can actually you can probably make a case for it, qualify for that.
Oh yeah.
And there you go. This pack of 6 has gotten together now, so.
Yeah. And they're coming up on the 18th place, or the last place car, second last place.
DK Brown here in the 18 car.
Then a little further back, you've got a pack of 3 with the 22, the 5, and the 47.
Now, what could be good for DK Brown is he gets in behind this lead pack and then helps anyone that goes to the outside. That could work.
Well, unless he's got an alliance here in this front group, I don't know that he'd be willing to just help anybody go to the high side.
No, they tucked in behind him.
Yeah, interesting. I thought they'd go around him.
Yeah, I thought they'd go around him too.
But what the Bear might be doing right here is tucking in behind him, maybe to save a little bit of fuel.
That is possible too.
Use the 18 car as a rabbit.
How many laps to go do we have?
We have 61 laps to go.
61 to go.
Still a long ways here.
Yep.
Still about 10 laps before pit stop.
Then you got the second pack led by the 8 of Sludge. And you have the 9 of Flash 9, the 11 of Country Caliber, the 24 of Coach Matt, the 49 of Shackett, and the 13 of Travis Tyson.
Nice.
We'll have to see if they're making up any time on this lead group.
Well, they just went across the start-finish line, according to Taddy.
Well, remember, his
They're
stream
on
is
the
a little bit
back
behind.
stretch. No, actually, his is ahead.
Should be behind.
Because they're...
Yeah, any stream should be behind.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. My bad. My bad. I apologize, everybody. Ooh,
Picking up
starting to
NK
have a
slack
little.
here.
Are there any particular things that you have your eye on, Mike?
I mean, at this point, there's still such a long way to go, but I'm just trying to figure out who's working with who, and if these guys in this front group, I have an idea of who's together, but I'm not completely sure on some of the others. But if you can get a big enough group to make a move on the leaders, that's gonna. I think the Bear and Mike RPM are probably working together. I think Taddy and Bad Fast Marley are working together. I'm not quite sure about Holcomb or Racehead, but Racehead did pit with Mike RPM and the Bear, so it makes me think that he might be with them. So just alliances here and who can make it work. And even some pit strategy. You might have to win this race off of a little bit of pit strategy.
That is true.
That lead pack essentially has about a straightaway on this second pack, and so that's a great distance for them to have to try to make up.
Yeah, unfortunately, Taddy hasn't scrolled back to his leaderboard, so I don't know if that backpack has gained any ground or not. But they were sitting at about 11.5 to 12 seconds.
And we're now 57 laps. So it'll be 56 when they come across here. On ours. But it almost looks like there's a car missing. But then they catch up.
So the lead.
By my calculations here, just trying to count it off the top of my head, I do believe the second group has lost just a little bit of ground. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah.
They need to get that other car caught up with them. Well, yeah, because there's only what? Oh no, there's 6 of them too.
Got a comment coming in over on the YouTube side of things from Jose Protege. Good to see him in here watching the race tonight. He says,
GTR, baby!
Here you go. He says, got to break up them 2 leaders. That's what needs to happen to beat them at this point.
That is true. How the heck? Okay, for some reason I'm not getting any of the message. Oh, there it is. Alright.
So we are approaching pit stops here for this front group within the next 3 to 4 laps. Maybe even 5 if they stretch it enough. But I'm approaching the second round of pit stops. Don't know what these guys are going to do, what their plans are. But it looks like on that first round of stops, some of them only took 2 rights. So I would expect to see some 4-tire stops here.
Oh, guaranteed to see some four-tire stops.
Especially the ones that took 2. I expect to see some 4-tire stops.
Taddy all by himself up there on that outside lane.
That's normal. You saw him up there Tuesday night by himself quite often.
He made it work.
Yep,
He made it work
he did
too.
make it work.
He's
Yep,
going to try again immediately.
Yeah, but the 2 goes with them.
Yeah, he's consistent. Him and the 2 have constantly worked together here tonight.
Yep.
I don't know that this is going to be enough to get there, but this was the best run that they have gotten so far. They got almost to the quarter panel of the number 95 for the lead.
That might have been interesting if the 19 would have been willing to go up there and help him on that outside, but he decided to stick there on the bottom behind Racehead.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think B. Holcomb wants to help out the CEO.
Jose says that he could see some guys from that second pack taking no tires.
Interesting.
That's possible too.
That would be interesting.
If they took 4 on the first pit stop.
Well, I don't know that the rights are going to last for 2 stints, Jose. I know Taddy took 2 tires on that first stop, and his rights are down to 37%.
Well, we have our first group on pit road, and it's the pack of 3 of Bro Chase, Daha, and Portal Guy. As
Oh, and we got more. No!
There was a mistake there. The 19 got caught up out of the line in that pit entry. Second
and
group's
there was
coming in, big group, all 6 of them coming together.
and no caution.
So that leaves Taddy, Bad Fast Marley out here behind DK Brown.
Yep, and I have to imagine that those 3 will pit together.
Yeah, they're coming in this time.
That breaks that front pack up, and if those 6 guys from that second pack stay together, they might have a shot at catching the front pack.
That is true.
Now you are going to have a pack of 4 here.
Very conservative entry there for the 37. Very safe entry for the 2 as well. So they got on pit road cleanly. We'll see where they cycle back out once everybody's back up to speed.
It looks to me like that pack of 6 has managed to stay together. So they executed a clean entry there. So they'll have to maintain, see if they can catch up here to this front pack.
So here comes the Bear getting around the 19. The 19 actually came off of pit road first. The Bear is going to get a push from Mike RPM back around the 19. They're going to retake the top spot, I would assume, once everything cycles through. But wait and see where the 2 and the 37 cycle out. You see them.
They just cycled out now. I was on board with them. They are on the back corner of
Can they get up to speed fast enough to maintain that spot?
And all 3 of them are there.
This group is coming with a head of steam.
They're going to get there, that's for sure.
Now, whether they stay behind them or try and go around
They're
them.
going to make a move to the high side. That run's too big.
Oh, the 95 got into the back of the 37 there just a little bit.
Here comes the 2 with a block. The 2 blocking. 3 wide.
Whoa! Damn, that was so...
Oh my gosh. This is
Oh, look
spicy.
at that. And Taddy goes right in behind the 2.
Oh, that was really spicy right there.
I
For
thought
a
they
minute.
were... Oh.
Oh, boys, it ain't done yet. We're still spicing things up. We got 2 by 2 by 2 by 1.
The 18 is not fourth position. He is on the tail end of the lead lap right now. The other 6, though, they are fighting for the lead.
And he is trying to stay on the lead. He is trying not to go a lap down. And if the 95 keeps trying to go up, somebody is going... Oh, there goes Taddy.
Back to single file.
Taddy's right back up there. And nobody went with him this time.
Taddy made that move with no help. He's going to go to the back of the line again.
Oh.
The crucial thing here is that he's lost his buddy that's willing to go with him. That too, a Bad Fast Marley. Now sitting up in that 3rd spot instead of being just in front of Taddy there. But the 18's going to jump to that outside lane and let the leaders go, it appears.
Well,
Yeah.
I was in a party with Taddy on Tuesday night. He didn't care to work with me either, even though we were in the party together. So he even said it in his post-race
were
interview.
you?
Yeah, I was with him. We were running together there in the front group. And he even said in his post-race interview, Super Speedways, he's all about himself. So,
Yep.
and we're seeing a lot more of that tonight. As the Bear right now is leading the way, followed by Bad Fast Marley, Mike RPM, Racehead, Holcomb, and Taddy here in the top 6. DK Brown in the 18, 1 lap down, 7th car in this group.
Taddy's going to get a run here down this back straightaway, and we'll have to see if he's going to jump to the outside of this 19, and he will. Will he be able to get around that 19? I don't believe so, but he's going to continue to do it.
We have Flash 9 leading the other pack with sorry here.
If I'm the 2 car Bad Fast Marley, I am not coming off that double yellow line. We've seen that it appears the Bear, Mike RPM, Racehead all working together. So if that 2 tries to make a move for the lead, he's just going to get left out to dry. So if I'm him, I'm going to sit right in that spot.
Or maybe he needs to jump to the top lane with Taddy, because Taddy's got to run here to the outside of the 19.
Two versus 4 is never going to win. So I'm planting my left side tires right on that yellow line.
Yeah, but that's hard to do though, because I tried doing that. Sometimes you hit the butter.
See, we had Jason Blaney pop into the chat there. Says he gives 100% props to the 18 car being able to stop that run.
Yeah, that was wild there for a minute once everybody got back together after that round of pit stops. It got really dicey.
Here goes Taddy again to the outside of the 19. And again, the run will stall.
That big pack is catching up.
Yeah, that big pack is really,
I think that's
really
a plan.
up now.
I think that's a plan.
You know why? Because DK Brown dropped back to this pack.
Yep.
Yeah, that pack is really formed up right now. So if they catch that front pack, it is game on.
Oh yeah, and then Taddy will have more help.
That would change the entire complexity of the final half of this race.
I can't believe I'm gonna have to watch the stream in the morning to find out who won.
Yeah, this is the Geico 250 for GC Sports, the B Customs Series. Season opener, mini-season. Just an 8-race sprint. This is the opener here at Talladega. Right now being led by the Bear, Bad Fast Marley, Mike RPM, Racehead, B Holcomb, and Aquatati.
Jose saying that if he was Taddy, he would drop back and lead that second pack.
That's a risk. That's definitely quite a risk you got there, Jose. But it's. I mean, it could work, but it could also backfire. So.
That is true.
Because if Taddy drops back to lead that group and they don't end up catching this front group, then Taddy just gave away a shot at the win. So that would be a huge risk to do.
But they definitely still have at least one more, maybe two more pit stops.
I see Francis Smith has jumped into the chat, says got some good, great racing. Yeah, man, we're having a good time up here in the booth. Jason Blaney.
Laps to go.
Yeah. Jason Blaney was asking how many laps. So we got 42 to go, and we're just waiting to see if this second pack can get back up here to this lead pack. And I'm going to tell you what, if the 19 and 37 continue to hang back here, they might very well get it done.
Yeah. And DK Brown pulled into the back. So there's now 2, 4, 6, 7 cars catching up to a 6-car pack.
Taddy going to jump to that outside. The 19 once again.
He's going to do it every run he gets. We shouldn't be surprised by it at this point.
No.
He's going to take that every time he gets a run. You see the 19 lagging back there as well, though.
And I just have to think that they're catching, that pack of 7 back there is catching this pack of what appears right now to be 4 and then 2, almost.
Yeah, the 2 in the back of this group are just playing games with each other at this point. The 19's laying off to try to defend a move against Taddy. Taddy's just trying to get around the 19 car. So really, it's essentially 4 cars right here in this front group that are trying to draft together.
And they're coming out of the tri-oval now.
That's what's allowing the second group to catch up.
That, and they have 1 extra car in that group too.
What I have started to notice here out of this second pack, and I noticed it during that run beforehand, but the 13 of Travis sitting in the back of this pack looks like he starts getting some runs underneath the 49, and the 49 is continually throwing aggressive blocks. The 49 is Justin Shackett. He's also a pretty solid plate racer, but looks like a little bit of beating and banging here towards the back of this second pack.
And that could be for 10th place. So that could be why. but it's still early, so why? Oh, travesty! Yeah, right back in there. And yeah, they're coming into the corner now.
Here comes the 19. He's going to go up underneath that 37 and take that 5th spot away. The 44 of Mike RPM looked like he wanted to try to get a run there underneath the 2. Maybe a sense of urgency here to get back to his buddy in the 95.
I don't know if there's a sense of urgency just yet. There's still quite a bit of ways to go. But obviously you do want to link up with the people that you're working with. But right now, there's 6 guys in line. They got the track position. There's still a pit stop left, so no real sense of urgency just yet. But maybe after that final pit stop, if they're still separated, you're going to see some more aggressive moves.
Oh yeah, and that second pack is catching them.
Because you do want to have as much help as you can get here at a super speedway.
Oh, most definitely.
There goes Taddy. He wanted to make a run to the outside of the 19, but he's going to fall just short. Blaney says the backpack may be making some strategy on saving the fuel they need too early, and plus if they catch up, it's game over for this front pack.
They are still gaining.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure.
Taddy was finally able to clear that 19 car.
Nice.
It's alright, he's about to lose that spot back here once he goes for another run.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, there you go. Wow, what a run to the outside of the 1 there of Racehead.
19's going to suck back up, and Taddy's going to lose that spot. Nope, he's going to be able to get back in just in time.
That or the 19 let him in.
Jose asking about the gap between these 2 packs. Unfortunately, Jose, Taddy is not really showing off the gap on his stream.
The gap is probably, I'm going to say, maybe 4 seconds.
I lost the 19 car here. On my view. I don't know if he's still in it. Looks like he's still in it, so I'm guessing
he's
he's
still
back
there.
out.
He is out on my end.
Yep. Well, there we go. There's another one. Yay for the lobbies tonight.
Yay.
Nope, but he did mine.
Yay for the lobbies tonight.
I know. It's really weird, eh?
So, Denkate, you'll have to let me know, let us know where he's at. We got the 1 going underneath the 44 there for a hot second there. Here goes Taddy to the outside once again. But it's going to be a futile run. It's a 19 in front of him.
No, the 19 is behind him. And now the 19 is gone.
Gone for you now?
I have lost the 19.
And you know what? Taddy's might be about to lose this front pack too, so that might be good news for this second pack.
And he is not on Taddy's screen either.
So out goes the 19 for good now. Is he? Is he still there?
Okay, how many positions? 1, 2...
Taddy is running 5th.
No, he is not.
On my
He is
screen.
running 6th. The 19 is in front of Taddy.
But none of us can see him. None of us can see him.
I'm looking at Taddy's stream, and he's right in front because it's showing him in 6th place. So
the 19 is still in the race, Clay.
The 19 is actually in front of Taddy. That's why that gap is not getting any bigger. And it's not getting any smaller.
But none of us can see him. None of us can see the 19 at all.
Well, Taddy
I
can,
see the
though.
19, so I backed out.
Oh, yeah, he backed out. But yeah, I just looked down at Taddy's stream, and That's who Taddy's following right now is the 19. That is crazy.
I wonder if I should back out and come back in.
Well, if you want to see the 19 car, that's going to be your only option at this point.
The only thing that I'm thinking of is if he wins the race and it's not on the broadcast, he might be a little upset about it.
That is true. The ghost car wins.
I'm gonna do it real quick.
2 laps away from green flag pit stops here, so.
I'm going to blue screen here for just a minute, guys. I'm sorry, the lobbies are having quite the night here tonight, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely. We have Richard Bro Chase, Junior, the 47. Who's the 47 again?
Portal guy.
Portal guy. They've all pitted.
All right, I am loading back in, boys.
It remains unchanged here. The lead group has not made their pit stops yet. Looks like they might be coming this time by. Mike RPM dipped below that yellow.
And so did the other one.
Yeah, that second group hasn't caught the front group. They haven't pit yet, so we should expect some pit stops this time by, it appears.
Yeah, and I just now get in to see this.
The whole second group, everybody coming to pit lane.
Wow.
Got some beating and banging there.
Ooh, and they all came in.
You know what's crazy though is I believe they've all made it though.
Looked like Trav had some problems in the back though. The 13 car was up against the outside wall.
With the 11. Because I saw Country Caliber going sideways.
Looks like everybody else is on pit road at regular speed though. It's from what it appears to me anyways. But yeah, it looks like the 13 of Travis had some issues there.
Wow, I wish you guys were seeing my stream right now. Everybody just bumping and banging and crashing and getting out on pit road.
They're talking about the 44 potentially having a speeding penalty. I'll have to have a look at that. I thought they all got in there
He
okay.
did not have a speeding penalty. He's out back on track.
You'll have to let me know who the race leader is there, Denkate.
Looks like it's going to be Aqua Taddy.
Aqua Taddy is the race leader right now. Taddy is your leader.
With the 2 of Bad Fast Marley and the 1 of Racehead behind him. I wonder if the 95...
Junior is behind him.
Is he on the lead lap?
I believe he is on the lead lap, yeah.
In that case, he would have had to have taken no tires at all, or either that or he hasn't pitted yet.
No, he pitted. He pitted the lap before them.
Wow. That's a lot of time he's made up. That's incredible.
We've got 2 groups of 4 right here and a group of 5. That is a few seconds back. So you got the lead group, you got the second group, and you got the third group.
Jose asking 2 tire change for Taddy? Question mark. That's a question for Denkate.
Yes.
Yep. That would be a 2 tire change. And that means he's going to have to change all 4 next time.
Maybe.
Depending on how many laps are left. And I'm checking that right now. We have 28 laps left.
Are you sure that Daha is 4th?
I don't remember him going a lap down.
I don't either.
But we'll see if Patty turns it over to his leaderboard. We'll be able to verify.
Yep, Daha is a lap down.
Yep.
Because Mike RPM is number 4. And the Bear is number 5.
That second group is catching the front group as well.
Oh, yeah.
So while we have a couple of the same players, we're going to add another one to the mix that had a great pit stop there. That's the 11 of Country Caliber. So you can go ahead and add him into this mix along with a couple lap cars, that being the 18 and the 22. They're going to catch him down this back straightaway. And there goes the 44 to the outside.
And Country was one of my picks. And Country goes to the outside with them.
That's a big run from the 44 car.
The 11's going to drop down to that bottom, though.
Whew. Nice one, Country.
Oh,
But we're side by side. How about that?
Wow, here we go, here we go.
The 44 car is going to have a nose here.
If he comes down, he's got it.
The question is will he want to break up here with the 95?
They cleared him.
Yeah, they did.
Cleared them, all four of them.
They're going to add a lap car, the 47. The 44 is going to go to the outside of the 47, going 3 wide.
Ooh. Woo. Whoa.
A little bit of contact.
Oh my goodness.
How did they not wreck? How did they not wreck?
Taddy going to work that outside lane, see if he can get the 2 to jump up in front of him, and he will, but he'll go right back down. Ooh!
Oh.
These lap cars not playing nice tonight.
Nope.
What lap are we on there, Dinkate?
We are on lap. Oh shoot! I just missed it.
We're on lap 25 to go. So what's that? 59.
Something like
The
that.
94 lap race.
69, yeah, 69.
So 69 out of 94, 25 laps remaining. The front 4 cars are on the lead lap. The 18 is 1 lap down. Then you have Aquatati on the lead lap, the 47 a lap down, and Country Caliber in the 11 on the lead lap.
We got another. Go ahead.
6 of these 8.
What you have, though, is another pack here of what appears to be, is that 6? Yeah, you got another pack of 6 that's not that far off of this lead pack. I doubt they catch them, but if they start getting real racy up in that front pack, there might be a shot at them catching this lead pack. They might be about to make it 7.
His moves now. He's making his moves now because he's just moved up 3 spots.
Yeah, you saw what happened there. Is the guy he's working with, Marley, backed off a little bit. So when Taddy got that run, they timed it out perfectly, allowed Taddy to slot right in front of the 2, and now they're going to make a move for the lead.
There they go. Oh, and the 18 goes up with them.
Nope, he's going to go back down.
He fakes back down. Man.
He fakes that one.
Yep, he did. I still say that they're gonna get it. They will get it. All they need to do is back up a little bit and get Country in there. Country will go with them.
Here's the problem, guys. We've had the 11 and 47 fall off of the draft of this lead pack. They'll fall back to this second pack and make it that much more stronger. And that second pack now exiting 4 as our leaders work through the tri-oval. We might be set up for an interesting finish here.
I just do want to say, no matter how this race plays out, the teamwork that I've seen between Mike RPM, the Bear, and Racehead tonight has been on point. It's been perfect, impeccable, and they have dominated this race. They've had this race in their hands the whole night. So a great job to them. Kudos to them. However this plays out.
Yeah. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Kate is signing off. He has to go to bed. Got to work in the morning.
Bedtime for Denkate.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Well, when you drive for a living, you got to be able to sleep.
We'll see you, Dinkate. And that leaves the 2 of us, Mike.
That's unfortunate. I'm scared.
Oh, I'm scared too, by the way.
But no, the front 3 here, they have controlled this race all night long. Taddy and Bad Fast, they've really got to pull something out of their hat to pull this one off tonight. So I don't know what they got up their sleeve, but they got to find something if they want to regain control of this race over that 44, 95, and 1 car.
We've got quite a pack back here, though, working.
That's a big pack.
Yes, it's a huge pack.
Led by the 5 of It's Your Bro Chase, Flash 9, Justin Shackett.
I believe the 5 is a lap down.
No idea. No idea. I wish we had a live ticker, but we don't.
And the reason I say that is he was part of that pack of 3 with Daha and the 47, a Portal guy, that we've already seen those 2 go a lap down, so I have to assume that Chase is a lap down. Since they were working together and got separated on those pit stops.
Yeah, it's a good theory. These guys need to remain glued to each other's bumper. That way they all have a chance to get up to that lead group as they are catching them.
Oh, we had some contact between the 18 and the 2.
Yeah, Marley to the back of this lead group.
We'll see if there's any sort of... Yeah.
Is just playing foil for the 37 and the 2 right now. He's not playing or giving them any favors.
And look at the run the 2 gets, though. And Taddy will let him go.
That favor. The 2 did the same thing to Taddy a couple laps ago, let him duck in. And that was Taddy repaying the favor, trying to get some sort of track position here on this front 3.
The 18 gives a shot to the back of the 37, and we'll see if he backs up and gives a run here to the 2. I have to think he will.
I mean, this is all cool and all, but these guys should look in their mirror because that second pack is on their heels. They'll be here within 2 to 3 laps.
Yeah, and look at here. The 18 is going to back up, it looks like, to this second pack. Will he be able to maintain? There goes the 2 and the 37 back to the outside.
I tell you what, if these guys are side by side when that backpack gets here, all hell's fixing to break loose.
Oh, yeah. 100%, man.
We will see 3 wide. We will see 4 wide drivers.
We already got 3 wide. Oh, wow. And they somehow keep it straight, but that's going to invite this second pack in. It was inevitable anyways. 18 not really making any friends right now at the moment.
This second group, they're going to get a sniff of that draft here down the back straightaway. They're going to have a massive run going into turn 3.
And what will the 37 and 2 do in the back of this pack? And here they come. We have a full pack of about 14 to 15 cars. And wow, what has this race turned into now?
This has gotten all sorts of spicy.
Good to see Dan Mattiello in the comments tonight. Thank you for tuning in there, bud. Our normal Tuesday night broadcaster was not able to make it in. Oh, man.
But this allows a lot more options for these drivers to be able to work with somebody, make these moves, as the 44 and 95 go up to block that high lane. Back down to the bottom.
Yeah, and we've got it. It's all kicking off.
Trav, just get out of the way, Trav. Just get out of the way, bud. Oh, sketchy moments.
Right now, the lead is between the 44 and the 9. You see the 5 out there pacing the field, but I believe he is on the tail end of the lead lap. So he is not your race leader. But how about this?
Racing here. Big pack again. We haven't seen this big of a pack since like lap 10. Oh, we got one in the wall. That was Marley. He's going to lose the draft.
And he's going to wind up being one of 2 cars on the racetrack that are not with this lead pack. The other one being the 47 of Portal Guy.
Tough break for Marley.
It's going to shake the back half of this pack up as well. But right now, it's Flash 9 showing the point. Running in that second spot is no. Oh, we got
the 18. Oh, the 22 comes back up, down through the grass.
Oh, wow. There was some contact there between a couple of lap cars, and you got the 8 moving the 1 up out of the way.
Yeah, these guys are not playing nice anymore. It's coming down to crunch time here for some of these fellas.
I just want to say, how about this 49 of Justin Shackett? He's a strong plate racer. Already has a win in GC at Daytona over on the truck side on Wednesday nights. Tuesday nights on the slider side. But he's always a strong plate racer, and he's sitting there in that second spot.
We've still got one more pit stop left as Marley comes off a pit lane. Due to that contact, he played some strategy. Just elected to take his final stop. We've got 13 laps remaining in this race. Taddy's got about 4 to 5 laps of fuel.
Oh, and there goes Daha. He is done for the evening. So we have our second DNF of the night as Daha joins Private Patton.
Everything back single file here.
I wonder how many laps we got to go.
At 13. Coming to 12.
So let's take a field reset here. We got the 5 of Bro Chase is currently showing the point, but as we mentioned, he is a lap or on the tail end of the lead lap. Then you have your actual first place runner of the 9 of Flash 9. He is the race leader. I can promise you that him and Chase are in a chat, so the 5 and 9 almost certainly working together here. Justin Shackett runs in that second spot, and holding the 4th spot on track is the 18 of DK Brown, but he's also a lap down. Then on behind them, is it the 44? It is the 44 of Mike RPM, and he has been particularly strong tonight, along with the 95 of the Bear, who runs currently in that 4th position. And then Taddy sitting there, I believe, in 5th. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That's what I thought I saw. And then you have the 19 of B. Holcomb. Behind him, the 1 of Racehead. Then you have the 8 of Sludge, the 24 of Coach Matt, and the 11 of Country Caliber. All of those drivers there on the lead lap. So we'll have to see. We got a couple lap cars in here, but pretty much the rest of the front pack here is on the lead lap. So all of these guys with a shot here at the win.
Still have 1 pit stop remaining, and it's going to happen soon. Can these guys get on and off pit road cleanly one more time? And what do they do on pit road? That could really shake up the running order here and give the advantage to somebody else. Looks like we're going to have some takers. Big group of cars right here coming down pit lane.
This is the money stop right here. Just want to take the time to acknowledge the people out in the chat tonight. We appreciate all of the publicity that you've given GC Sports here tonight.
Here comes everybody! Everybody! Oh, Teddy got in there hot.
Looks like the 11 did as well.
Did not get a speeding penalty, though. Very aggressive from Taddy, but he made it work.
Oh, wow.
How these guys, the order of them coming off a pit lane, may determine the winner of this race.
It's going to be Justin Shackett coming out in front of everybody else, with Taddy working his way up to 2nd. Oh, we got a car around.
Yeah, it's your bro Chase goes around.
I don't know if there was some net code there, but he's going to have a couple guys, it appears like. Well, no, it actually is not, because the 13 and the 18 are going to be gone too. So from bad to worse there for Bro Chase. But getting back up here to the front of the field, you have 2 of the more aggressive plate racers, 1 and 2 right now. Taddy, of course, your winner over on Tuesday night, and Justin Shackett, always a strong plate racer. And here comes the defending Wednesday night champ, a Flash 9, into the picture.
Yeah, that pit stop really did shake things up. Justin Shackett sees himself up front for the first time tonight. Aqua Taddy right there in second place. You best believe he's not content sitting right there, but he's going to lose all of his track position moving out to the top. Here comes Flash 9 for second place. The 1 follows the 37, but everybody else is on the bottom. Tough break there for Taddy. That's a point in the race where I know you want to make those moves, but sometimes you just gotta hold still. Just stand pat. But we'll see. He's not bashful to make any sort of move, so we'll see if he gets back up in the front. Got less than 10 to go to do it. Got a gap between third and fourth. The Bears firing up for a run.
How about this 8? Yeah, the 8 sitting there in that third spot on the bottom lane. But here goes the 1 to the outside, going to try to make a lane of his own.
The 95 car all the way up to Shackett. Shackett gives him the door.
A lot of side drafting going on down the back straightaway here at Talladega.
I like to call it dooring aggressive side drafting.
But right now, Shackett still has the car linked over the 95. Oh, man, the bottom lane's going to get clear.
You can tell Shackett's a little bit nervous right now. He keeps clipping the apron in the corners. So he's watching his mirror more than he's watching out front. He's driving a little bit nervously here, looking for his first custom setup victory here in GC Sports. Flash 9 backing off of him for a run. The Bear backing way off. He's going to get a big run down the back straightaway. Taddy backing off. They're all firing up for runs here.
There goes the 9 to the outside of the 49.
Sludge with him. He's going to use the draft.
There's Bro Chase in the way. Oh, man, they go 3 wide. And it's going to be the 9 of Flash 9 going to the race lead.
Good move there from the 9 and the 8. Shackett back to third. So Taddy's going to slot into fourth, but he's going to try to make a move here on the high side.
And how about
that 95 though? He's going to have a big run.
And how about this 8? That's SMK Sludge. He also was strong on Thursday nights. We haven't talked about him a lot tonight, but he finished second in the points. I believe he might have been the regular season champion as well. Here goes Shackett underneath him.
95, big move. He gets into the wall. Mike RPM, they're 4 wide. Mike RPM from high to low.
How many laps we got to go?
We're coming to 4.
Coming to 4.
Mike RPM was riding the elevator down the back straightaway, all the way from the top lane, tried to get all the way to the bottom under Flash 9. Flash 9 shut the door.
I watched Shackett almost block Taddy all the way down to the apron. I believe he did block him all the way down to the apron. But here comes Taddy to the outside.
Friends are out the window at this point. Everybody's mixed up.
There's still Flash 9 showing the point as he's going to be taking 3 to go next time by.
Who goes with who now? Does Bear go with Taddy if Taddy makes a move? Does the 1 go with him?
I think the 95 will have to go with the 37. The 47's in the mix here, but he's a lap down, so.
3 to go here at the line.
Here comes Taddy to the outside.
That 95's backed way off again. Flash 9 still out front.
There goes the 95 to the outside of the 37. Oh, look here.
For the lead. He's going to lose spots. Shackett's going to leave him hanging out to dry.
The 1 gets doored down to the apron. We're approaching 2 to go here at Talladega.
Mike RPM lagging back. Will Taddy help him? You gotta believe the 95 and the 1 are gonna go wherever that 44 goes. The 8's lagging back.
The 49 remains glued to that 9, so we'll have to see.
Oh,
Yep.
the 8 blocks him! Big block!
Oh!
Doors him. He intentionally did that. That was 100% intentional. He was not happy about that block, and he threw him right into the wall.
We're approaching the final lap here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Running in that first spot right now is Flash 9 with some help from the 49 of Justin Shackett. But you got a pack of about 5 or so cars. Oh, we got some contact back there.
I would expect more out of that. That was a pretty poor move in terms of sportsmanship there. But I guess all gloves are off here in the final laps here as we are on the last lap.
Here comes the 44. The 9's going to block him into the wall. The 95's glued to the back of the 9 here. What are we going to have here? Here comes Shackett on the bottom lane.
The 44's got one of his good friends with the bear. He's going to push him. We're going to be side by side of the line. Here comes Taddy to the high side. No help, though. Can Shackett push the 9 to the win?
Through the tri-oval, it's going to be Flash 9 at the line.
Flash 9 got it.
And you have, I believe, Mike RPM running in the second spot, finishing in the second spot. And was it the 95 of the Bear in third? Was that the finishing order?
The Bear fourth. Awkward Taddy round out your top 5. Racehead 6th. Coach Matt 7th. Country Caliber 8th. Sludge 9th. And waiting for confirmation on 10th here. Right now it is Bad Fast Marley. Says he's still racing though, so...
What a finish, Mike.
Yeah, that was insane. All gloves were off there in those final 5 laps. They were throwing haymakers. Bad Fast Marley did get 10th place. 11th was DK Brown, 12th Travesty, 13th Portal Guy, 14th It's Your Bro Chase, 15th Holcomb, 16th Duha, rounding out your field 17th Private Pat.
Are you friends with all these guys?
Who do you want?
I want the top 3.
Alright, I know I've got Shackett.
Do you have... I have Flash, if you don't.
I can search them.
I got Flash.
That way you don't have to go blue screen. Alright, I got Flash.
And then, let's see, was it? It was Mike RPM.
Yeah, Mike RPM and Shackett.
Did you have everyone, Mike?
Yeah, I'm getting them right now. Just see Mike RPM, I've got Shackett.
I'll get him. I'll get him. Alright, he's at it. You got Shackett or you need me to do it?
I'm doing it. I thought I had him, but I guess...
I got it. I got it. I'll do it.
I got somewhere along the line he was not on my friends list anymore.
Alright, they're all in there.
So we await our finishers to get in this chat.
And there's one of them. Here's your third place finisher of Justin Shackett. And man, I know that you and I have not particularly always seen eye to eye, but I know how talented you are here on the super speedways. And I figured you'd be a player tonight, and it's a podium start for you here in the B class. How'd you get it done tonight, man?
I don't even know. I was just sticking with the guys that were in the party that I was with, and, you know, going onto pit road right there, we kind of all got screwed up because I was trying to slow down, and I got a little bit of a push from the 11 into my back, which kind of split us all up, and it made some guys kind of speed on pit road and whatever, but we just kept our foot in it. We were determined to get back to that front pack one way or another, and each one of us kind of put Flash as the guy who was leading the pack and telling us, when are we pitting? What are we taking? What are we doing? How are we going to do this? And we were all just talking to one another. And I mean, like I said, we were determined to get there. We were not going to settle running back where we were. We were going.
Yeah, well, man, you picked up your first GC Sports win last season in the Slider Series at Daytona. So plate racing is something that I guess it comes naturally to you. What were you thinking there, I guess, mid-race when you were so far behind the lead group? You just found some friends there. What were you thinking there? Were you thinking that you were going to be able to have a chance to win?
In this 8-week kind of period, I'm not necessarily looking for wins. I'm trying to, you know, some of these guys I've never spoken to a day in my life. I'm here to prove to them, like, I'll work with you. I'm not the driver that I used to be. Like, I'm growing, I'm getting better, and that's really what I wanted to prove tonight. And plate tracks have always been a big thing for me. That's one of my strongest suits. You know, I'd rather push a guy to the win than win the race myself. And in this 8 weeks, I'm not looking to be, you know, winning the most races or be the quote-unquote champion at the end of the 8 weeks. I'm looking to advance into A. So my focus is stay in the top 12 in points to advance to A. That's it.
Absolutely. Well, you got a good jump start on advancing tonight with a third place finish. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations there, Justin. On to our second place finisher, and it's the 44 of Mike RPM, and man, it got real dicey there towards the end, and a couple folks not real happy about the way you did the 8 there, but it's still a second place finish for you. It looked like you paced the field pretty much all night tonight. You were a pole sitter, and you looked fast all night. How'd you make second place happen?
Yeah, well, first off, I'm going to talk about the contact with the 8. I guess he was just happy with finishing 4th all race long, basically just brake checking, blocking 10 miles an hour slower, and I've had issues with him doing that in the past, and every time I've dumped him. So I get tired of that, and that's what happened there. So, but yeah, the race was really good. Bear and I controlled the race pretty good. With the one car, we were pretty quick out front. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. They had 2 packs there, and the second pack just, for whatever reason, the guys in the back of our main pack did not want to get in line and just wanted to, I don't know what they were doing, fighting like this back there, but
they were having fun.
Yeah, we could have pulled away there, but yeah, just at the end there, it just came down to time and runs, and we were just a couple hundred feet short. Shout out to Flash, shout out to Bear for trying to help me with that push. It was a good race though. Had a lot of fun there, and we'll see what happens at Atlanta next week.
Yeah, well, I mentioned this during the broadcast. It seemed like the teamwork between you, the Bear, Racehead. I don't know if you had any more than that. Maybe Hulk
was in there. 18 with us a little bit there.
Brown, yeah. But the teamwork you guys showed all night was impeccable. You guys controlled almost the entirety of the race. Just tell us a little bit about what went into that, and I mean what to expect on the rest of the 7 races for you this season.
Yeah, I mean, Bear and I work really well on the custom for the plate track, so kind of knew we'd be working together, and it was pretty fun there. That first stint, we were side by side, I think 8 rows deep or whatever. But yeah, we always work well here on the plate tracks, and just stick to the strategy. Don't run each other over home pit road is basically the most difficult thing you can do to yourself. So. But yeah, it should be fun. Atlanta's going to be fun. We've got a lower draft package, so I think you'll see the best cars go to the front here with the pack spreading out, and hopefully it's not on fuel strategy, so we can race really hard. So.
Yeah, well, one spot short of what you ultimately wanted, but still a solid start of the season, and I got Atlanta coming up next week. So congratulations on P2.
Thanks, congratulations on P2, man.
Appreciate it.
And now we head over.
Congrats on the win there, Flash 9. It was fun racing there at the end, bud.
Thanks, man. We'll do it again.
Speaking of Flash 9, we have our winner as Flash 9. And man, you know, you are coming off a championship over on the truck side on Wednesday nights, and you start this season off with a win. Just looked strong all night. You looked strong leading that second pack. What kind of statement do you think you made there, man?
Yo, that was crazy. I don't even think I remember most of it. I mean, there's, you know, Shaq, it's, you know, he's still here. He was a huge part of us just trying to get back in contention. You know, Sludge in the 8, Coach Matt, Billy, all those guys that were in that group, you know, we had to decide real freaking quick that we had to get our act together or we weren't going to have a shot. And we executed, you know, pit stops, and it just kind of happened that I beat the 8 off pit road that one time, and then they just started following me, and we were picking, you know, up some time here and there, and we ended up finding the 5 of Chase there, and him and I have a long history of working together, and as soon as we got hooked up in front of that line, we just started inhaling them, and you know, it's pretty much on from there.
Yeah, at one point you guys were you guys looked down and out over 12 seconds behind the lead group. But I was talking about teamwork there with the Bear, Mike RPM, and them. But that second group, you guys really formed up. It didn't look like you guys were trying to race each other. You had one common goal. I don't know if you guys were all in the same group, but man, that common goal brought you back into contention for this thing. Tell us about those last 3, 4, 5 laps, the kind of moves you were making, and how you were able to bring home the dub tonight.
Oh man, my hands were shaking a little bit after that. You know, I feel like typically, you know, I can run a smart plate race, but it really takes, you know, some aggressive but clean moves to be able to stay up there. And, you know, with Bear and Mike and Racehead, I know DK was there. I know, like, those guys have worked together for a really long time, and yeah, I was just trying to prepare Shackett and Sludge, you know, for what they were going to see, and I knew Taddy was mixed in there. Wasn't sure. I know he always wants to win, so I wasn't sure where, you know, he would choose out of the groups, but I feel like I had to go up off of turn 2 to halfway block the 44. It was kind of late, so I started to move down, got right in front of the 37, and then I had to go down to the bottom, make sure the 95 didn't get under me as well. So many blocks on the same straightaway, but I mean, you know, from my vantage point, I wasn't knocking anyone in the wall or taking anyone out with them, so did about the best I could in keeping it clean, but what a great race there.
Yeah, well, it was a furious few laps there. Made all sorts of moves, but you made all sorts of right moves. So congratulations here. Opening up the season with the dub, and we'll see you next week at Atlanta.
All right, thanks a lot, guys, and it's a very competitive field. Atlanta's going to be crazy, you know, just like it was tonight, I'm sure.
For sure.
Excited about this. You know, I like the combination. I know, you know, I always race Chase and Taddy and all those guys, but to add, you know, Bear and Mike and Sludge and those guys from Thursdays into the Wednesday group, it's going to be quite a wild season, I think.
Absolutely, it's going to be a crazy season all throughout GC Sports. But man, I can't wait. We got Atlanta next week, Clay.
Yeah, we do, and I just want to say congratulations again there for Flash on the win. And Justin, if you're still in here, congrats on the 3rd place, man. I know Mike went ahead and left, but congratulations to him there on that 2nd place finish. Any final thoughts you got here, Mike?
Oh, well, I mean, this race was actually really boring for a very long time. With everybody getting separated for pit stops and speeding penalties and such, whatever the case may have been. But I tell you what, if you stayed around and waited, The outcome was exactly what we were expecting. That was a fire last 5 or 10 laps. We saw blocks, we saw passes, runs, we saw a little bit of everything here at Talladega, and I am super stoked to see what happens in the final 7 races of this short mini season. So, and it's going to be a good one here at GC Sports.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, but I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in to check this race out, and for all the people in the comment section. Just thanks to Jose, Jason, John, Nate, Francis was in here at one point, Dan Mattiello was in here at one point. Just congratulations to all, or thanks to all those guys. If I can speak English, that might be a good thing, Mike, but just I want to say thanks to everybody that tuned in, and thanks to the drivers for putting on a show, and thanks to you, Mike, for helping me out tonight.
Yeah, sure, bud.
So from all of us here at GC Sports, I hope everybody has a great evening.